Probably want to try out this other Esper control list I found. Still need other cards for these other decks. So the most notable part about this deck is it doesn't run any creatures, it doesn't run the Chromium, it just has the Teferi to win. So it's going to play a lot like blue-white, but it's going to have the black removal package. But we're going to win from Tezzeret and Eldritch Reborn stuff. So I guess let's see if we can make that happen. What decks have you been playing lately? Anything interesting? So we have the 2 check lands with the search. Grixis Control, big fan. That deck is good. Yeah, I like Nicobolus a lot. This hand is so like close to being able to be kept. I think we can keep it. We have the early removal, we have the AoE. We just need a 3rd land. Yeah, I like that deck a lot. I saw that there was a mid-range version. I want to play it at some point. Curious how a creature-heavy Grixis deck will actually play. Is this another mono red? Bring it on. Goblins. Do we need Teferi yet? I don't think we need them yet. We have 3 more in the deck, though. I think it's fine to graveyard him here. We really just need to look for more lands. Surveil 2, draw 2, deal 2 to me. But we can have our lands for the rest of the game. Or at least until we can stabilize. I think we just keep this. We could have got rid of maybe the island. But white's only for Teferi. Thought erasure. I want to keep that around. Is it too early to ritual? Seems weird. Just a ritual for a 2v1. But I think it's correct here. We can't just take 4 every turn. He missed a land drop, so he might not have anything else to do. Nice. He has nothing else to do. I think we can graveyard this now. Let's see what he has in that hand. What you got? What you got? Sure. I will not be taking the lightning strike. Ooh. Alright, we got lava coil. We do not care about this card. War boss. It's pretty brutal. Gutter snipe. Less brutal, but still. Experimental frenzy. Never seen this card. Okay, don't care about that card. And war chief. I think we just get rid of the war boss. He's like the hardest for us to deal with because we have 2 cast downs. We could get rid of the frenzy, but it doesn't look like he's playing it anytime soon. I guess we'll just leave mana open for the cast down in case he draws a land and plays the war chief or the gutter snipe. It's a Notion Rain here. Alright, that's amazing. We'll keep these cards. We never want to surveil any of our cards. So there's 2 cards to deal with creatures, a creature that we can deal with, and Experimental Frenzy. I think we might want to get rid of the Experimental Frenzy. Taps for blue mana. Yeah, because I mean he's just gonna draw. He's just gonna play whatever he draws, or he's gonna he's gonna draw a land, play it, and play the Experimental Frenzy. I'd rather just get rid of it. I don't really need this turn, but we'll keep it around. Keep our life gain. So we did draw a land, so I think we did the right decision. We have to hit decline on that for the rest of the game. Alright, so we only have double black. I think we'll just Verascus here. No, we want to cast down here, don't we? So we can Escant that into turn. And these hit all creatures. Didn't know War Chief was in Standard. Yeah, I think that's the only reason you should play like a Goblin deck, really. And this guy is super good. And we have Siege Gang. Sure, attack, combat. Elder Reborn seems good. Now I think we just want lands. We get the Fairy back with Eldritch Reborn. We'll take cheap removal though. It leaves the black open. It's good enough for me. Hits me with the shock. Cosmotronic Wave. I don't think we can really afford this card anymore. We only need Teferi. And then we draw Teferi. I guess we'll just have backup Teferi. Look to Ascanta this turn. Or deal with whatever he plays. Just gain the life. It's gonna be really painful if all these aggro players make it play it out. Sure, Eldritch Reborn. Yeah, man. You can't have enough Teferis. Need them all. Just in case he has some way to deal with this. Ooh, that card kind of hurts. I mean, it resolves. That's a pretty good one for him here. I guess we'll just look for a ritual. I don't really think we need it.
Keep up the pace.
Thought that was ritual. Alright, let's go and do the on turn Ascanta. Alright, let's just go ahead and start killing some stuff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and cast down this guy. Chapel. I guess with Thought Erasure, just to Surveil. Maybe we should have left it untapped to Ascanta again. Alright. He goes face. Interesting. Okay. So what do we want? Guess we'll just go Siege Gang to get blockers.
We need to move quickly.
I was about to say, that's the turn we draw the ritual after we get the Siege Gang. Just Thought Erasure. Guess we'll keep a counterspell at this point. And treasure map. Sure. Oh no. Shuffled him. Oh right, it's still there. Kind of just put it on the bottom, just so I can Ascanta. Sure. Just graveyard it.
I don't do this lightly. I'm known for my. Let's skip to the good one.
There we go. Alright. He understands. He figured it out. Yes. Once he couldn't get past all the spot removal and board clears into Fairy Ultimate, he decided the game's over. This is a weird hand, but I think it's good enough. We don't have the double blue, so this card is kind of deceiving. Yeah, I think we keep it. Every game. This is amazing. It's way more than I've ever seen. Come on. No steamkin. No steamkin. Alright. It's not steamkin. Okay. Are we forced to cast down, or do we get to counter something? We'll just cast down. If he plays like a chain whirler, we can cast down the next turn. We just need to make it to like turn 5. Oh, he's out of dudes. That's good for us. Wizard's Lightning. It's a counter spell worth 3 damage. No. Not that one. Maybe a later one. Sure. Guess I'm more worried about like Experimental Frenzy or something like that. Sure. My turn. I don't really have anything good to get besides either Pyromancer or Fanatical Firebrand. Alright, that's a lot of damage. Wasn't that something? This thought erasure is pretty useless. We can play the surveil part of it. How are we gonna get out of this? Alright, I guess we're gonna thought erasure just the surveil. We need to get some of our life gain. That resolves. Alright, let's counter that. Alright. Ooh, we got frenzied on. So what happened? We tapped out for Eldritch Reborn, and he played a Frenzy. So maybe we shouldn't have tapped out for it. He just had every burn spell in his hand. So we took like 7 that turn. And then he just dropped Frenzy. Anyway. I have some removal, some hand destruction. I value the hand destruction pretty highly. Can deal with a lot of stuff with it. So I think we'll keep this. I'm still amazed at the number of mono red decks I've seen tonight. Alright, let's see what he's got. Blue, white. Wait, what? Blue, white, red, black. Oh, he's playing the Lich's Mastery deck. Okay. So let's see. The key things are going to be... I've actually never played against this deck. I feel like taking the search is really good here. He has all his colors. Fungal infection we don't care about. This card we don't really care about. Nicobolus is whatever. So I think I'll take the search. Keep the counter. So really just need to counter his extra turn card. So I assume he's playing Nicobolus this turn. And then we'll follow it up with Eldritch Reborn. I'd probably discard Teferi here if you played it, just so I can get it back with Eldritch Reborn. That or Nicobolus. Difference between best of 1 and best of 3 is incredible. There are way more mono red players in best of 1. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Yeah, that resolves. We don't have white mana anyway. As we draw white mana. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to play this. I've never seen a list that had creatures in it. So, curious what he's cut to put in creatures. I guess he cut green. And he might not run the life gain white cards. Get rid of the island here. So it's a legendary creature, so we can't cast down it. Got rid of the fungal. Makes sense. Overasket's here. So he doesn't have his triple black. Got the poisoner. And a mystery card. Okay, plays poisoner. Well, I was going to get Teferi, but now that we drew Teferi, I think we're going to grab Nicobolus. Right? Opponent's graveyard. Rad Silver Rush. Hey man, what's up? Doing pretty well. How are you doing? We're trying out this Esper Creatureless deck. Oh, which I need to update the title. We're playing Arclight Phoenix. Esper Control. So he got rid of the Lich's Mastery. Interesting. We can cast on this just to get rid of it. But we could play Teferi. I think we'll play Teferi on tap. Have mana to cast down if we need to.
I have no time for a
Oh, and we drew a land we can play. So we can have it all actually. Nice. Are you a big fan of Magic? Have you been playing any interesting decks lately? So he's attacking. Attacking Teferi. Yeah. We'll kill this guy. We want Teferi to get to 8 as soon as possible.
Hurry!
I'm not convinced that the Memorial to Genius is actually a good addition in this deck, but it could be good. It might just be a little too cute. Might be better just to run a land that doesn't come into play tapped. Alright. My turn. Ooh, that's a pretty good thought erasure. See what our opponent's up to.
Keep up the pace.
Dream Eater. Let's counter that, because he's going to bounce Nicobolus to his hand, and he has another card in his hand, which would instantly make him discard, but I also don't want him to Surveil. And I'll just go ahead and eat his other card. So, alright, so that's the first Surveil for the Sabotage. Okay, can't get rid of the Swamp. I don't think we need the Teferi here. Actually, we'll keep it, just so when we minus the 8, we have another Teferi to play to start moving some cards. I think that's our best strategy. Let's untap the Memorial. Could be good. Let's see, I'm a big fan of Magic. I play in real life with friends of mine. I use a commander deck with Alicia, who smiles at death as the commander. Ooh, I don't know who Alicia is. I want to look that up, actually. I haven't played Paper Magic in a while. Okay, let's go to combat. Alright, let's see. Once we give our opponent a turn. Make sure I get the spelling right. Oh, and our opponent conceded. This is... Oh, mono red, but it has black and white on the card. Whenever Alicia, who smiles at death, attacks, you may pay hybrid white-black. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Wow, okay. I could see that being really good, especially in like 1v1 situation. Oh, I didn't actually get to see what the card was. Not sure how it works in like a big group game, but it seems like one of the more competitive commanders, so it's probably better for like a 1v1 format. You know way more than I do about that, but from the first look at the card, not knowing anything about it, or the other 99 cards. We always played in like 4-man groups, so our decks were more control oriented. No blue. Can't really keep this hand. The white's only for Teferi. So let's mulligan this. This looks like a workable hand. I guess we'll keep it. I was thinking the only reason I wouldn't want to keep the swamp is I'll probably draw another land. So it's probably Dimir, is it? think those are the only two decks I've seen playing that card. Let's go and develop a swamp here, just in case we need to cast down. I don't really see a way we need to, but just in case. So does Dimir. 2 phantoms. Or phantasm. Alright, let's see what our opponent's doing. This is a card that if you mill it, put into your graveyard from your library. Yeah, okay. So, double Dream Eater, Sabotage, Discovery, Disposal. What am I looking to resolve? Teferi's like the only thing, right? We could just keep him off of, wait, he doesn't have any lands. I think we'll go with the Discovery then. We'll be that guy. But these guys are nowhere near a threat. Which they may only be in that deck to fight aggro. Let's see, I don't have as many creatures with power 2 or less nowadays, but I have powerful creatures to make up for it. Oh, he drew a card. Sure, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think those colors can be really nice. There's a lot of powerful cards in those colors. Let's go to attacks. In combat, sure. Ooh, search. Definitely want to search. I kind of need to continue putting lands, but I think the search is going to help us more. We just dig through our deck as fast as possible. So we got the 3 mana, he has a counter spell. Sure. I guess we need the lands. This will flip, we'll get another land. This will flip in a long time. I think we can just continue to play past go for a while. Oh, Blazing Archon. I like that card. A couple good ones. Detail Primal Storm. Kavrik the Merciless. Oh, they sound familiar, but I don't remember. It's been too long. I haven't played in a while. Let's go treasure map. Alright, we don't need the second search. It's graveyard. Alright, another thought erasure. Do I think he'll counter my cast down? Guess I don't really care about his hand. Guess we'll sack a treasure to draw a card. Pass the turn. Alright, I'll check him out. Just getting whittled down by this Dimir guy. But he's not really that threatening. Eldritch Reborn seems good. Really just want to get rid of his hand as soon as we can. Plains or swamp. Alright, we have that. Let's see, do we keep mana to counterspell his counterspell? Is it even worth it? We have the mana. I think it's worth it to me. Sure. Three phantasms. Sure. Okay. I'll lose a little life. Pitch a card. Let's keep that. Okay, so he just had another creep and chill. So we can thought erasure one of his Dream Eaters, and we'll be able to get it next turn. I feel like that's something we need to do. We can also cast down this bug, because it's starting to get annoying. So let's start with the thought erasure. Guess we don't need the land. No, let's not do that. Okay. Let's just pass a turn here. As if he plays it, we want to be able to cast it down. If he has like land, Dream Eater. And we'll probably just counter it, I guess. Yeah. Oh. He's not attacking this combat. That's interesting. Alright, we don't have the mana to counter Dream Eater, so we're gonna leave it. Keep the ritual, seems good here. I think we'll just keep all the counter spells we find at this point. Alright, there we go. Just seems weird for him to play those creatures. He could have been doing like anything else. Alright, let's see what these cards are. Atali? Oh, probably should put MTG. Oh, that's a new card. Okay. Right, you take however many opponents you have and you get to play a bunch of cards. That seems really good. I like that. Also seems really fun, which is another good part of it. Cave Rick. The Merciless? Let me see. Yeah, the Merciless. Oh, I've seen this guy before. Never opponent casts a spell. He deals damage to target creature or player equal to that spell's converted mana cost. Whew. That is a spicy card. That could deal so much damage. So, it definitely looks like you have good ways to like punish control players. If they're playing lots of removal or counters or board wipes, they're at least taking damage. Or you're getting free cards. This hand looks pretty perfect. Yeah, definitely see what you mean. Make up for it with like haymakers. Haymaker creatures. We'll keep this. Hand destruction is just way too good. We got the early removal and the search. Couldn't ask for much more from this hand. I guess best hand would be this hand except for one of these cast downs of the Ritual Soot. And maybe we had a way to have white mana, but doesn't seem like it's a big deal. Three cast downs. We're gonna lead with the search. Want to get this card online as soon as possible. Even though we kind of wanted a thought erasure there. The gateway. Interesting. Blue-white gateway. So he might be just Kai and has the gateway to do like a Banefire or expansion. I can't think of what else he'd be using it for. But let's see what our opponent's up to. Okay, so yeah, he's just Kai. We'll get rid of one of the Teferi. We won't reveal white to him yet. So yeah, what, like, have you been playing Magic Arena? And, like, what decks do you like? So, he has a 2 mana response. Oh, he just has a gateway. That's right. So, Seal Away is bricked. These 2 cards are bricked. My cast downs might be bricked depending on what kind of version he's playing. If he's just playing the try to Banefire you for 20 deck. Kind of an interesting card because you can get rid of Seal Away, you can get rid of Deafening Clarion, you can get rid of land, and that's what, 3 of the 5. There's probably some other cards he doesn't really even need. Oh, I was just seeing what decks you like to play in Magic Arena. So you got rid of a Shock Land. Interesting. I think we need all the lands we can get. This might get out of hand pretty quickly though. What? Oh, you haven't played this game. Okay. Just curious. Yeah, it's really interesting because it's kind of bringing standard back from the graveyard. Seems like everyone's been playing modern, and now that standard is very accessible for people. Yeah, they're playing this now. Ooh, divination. How am I gonna beat this card? We're already 3 of the 5. And he has a 3-mana spell in his hand that he could easily get rid of. Where does the other Deafening Clarion go? Expansion Explosion. So now he has so much mana. Okay. Guess we need to keep that for Teferis later on. This feels kind of bad for me. I mean, I guess he has so much mana, but until he finds another Expansion Explosion. There's Teferi. Teferi number 2. Yeah, he just tapped the land for 25. Not a big deal.
Right on schedule.
Alright. 2 Teferis down.
No time for a break.
He's gonna untap the land for 25 more mana. Yo, what's up, Elite? How you doing? Sanctum of the Sun seems pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't do anything if it was on my side of the board, but it's there. We need to get Azcanto online, like, as soon as possible, I think. He's gonna keep drawing cards. Find his other 2 Teferi. Or I'm sure he has more expansions, explosions. So he'll probably just take 20 damage out of nowhere. How's Minion's Masters been treating you? Oh, we'll just take 18 here. And he just draws a little 18. And he probably drew into the other one. And untaps this land. Oh, but it's only one color. So he doesn't have the double red to actually play another one. You don't see me winning this one. Yeah, I mean, our hand's pretty bad. Yeah. I've never seen anyone play this Gateway. I've seen it in list, but haven't seen anyone actually play it, so I wasn't sure how good it actually is. But I died to the next Ionize, died to the next Shock. Alright, cool. At least it was quick. Good, but you've been playing Dead by Daylight the last few nights? Nice. How's that been? No, it's like a survival game, right? That's the one where you're like Jason and you're killing everyone? I guess there's different antagonists you get to be. You beat up on everyone else. Alright, I like this hand. I only played the survival side. It seems like a pretty fun game. Seems like a lot of strategy to it. I've only seen it played a little bit, and the killers look pretty OP, but they kind of have to be. Whoa, ho, opponent! What are you doing? You have 3 black lands and all green creatures. What are you doing over there? So we're definitely going to be killing Llanowar if he plays it, or this Branch Walker. We can't actually deal with this Wild Growth Walker with our current hand until turn 4. We don't have double black. Carnage Tyrant we have another kill for, so I think we get rid of the Walker. Don't think that's going to be good for us anytime soon. And he drew the green mana. This dude is a legend. Alright, well in that case... So what's he doing next turn? He's playing a Swamp, playing a Llanowar. He's gonna have his double green. We can kill the Llanowar. He might just play the Branch Walker, which we could also kill. I think we just get rid of the Carnage Tyrant. Just make sure it's not a threat to us this game. We could do that next turn. Kind of get Treasure Map online. Yeah, we'll do that next turn. Swamp and Llanowar. Okay. I think I just need lands. Especially double black at some point. So let's Thought Erasure here. So he got a Contempt. So that's only going to hit our Teferis. There's our double black. Cool. Sure, Branch Walker. Right, we already knew this was on top. I guess we still need it. I don't think we need counters at this point. It's got the Memorial. So you can get the Carnage Tyrant back in his hand. It's kind of awkward for us. Craving here. How are we going to deal with Tyrant? Oh, he's. Oh, I guess he's gonna wait to do it in his turn. Let's draw a card. But he can't do it. Oh, he can. It's only 3 mana. I think I have to contempt one of these then. I guess I'll contempt in response. Maybe he just doesn't see it? So he could have put it in his hand in a turn and then played it this turn. Alright. See, now he can do it regardless. Let's draw a card. It's the sabotage, but it's not really enough. Alright, so he's doing it. Getting the tyrant. Yeah, can't keep him off of it. That's pretty brutal. Yep. Alright. Trying to think what we have. We have Eldritch Reborn, but we need to Ritual Slit, then play Eldritch Reborn. Just the one guy. Just playing around, settle the wreckage. I'm just gonna take out one of these guys. We don't have mana to play all these every turn. Notion Rain. 7, 8, 9. We go to 9, we die. So need to probably let's count to here. Well, there's our Eldritch Reborn. It's not really good enough. At least not by itself. I think we have to take it though. If I get back anything from my graveyard or his graveyard, can we do anything? Like if I play it here, he gets rid of a Land of War. We get rid of the other Land of War. No. Card is brutal. I think we have some board tech against this card, but obviously it doesn't show up in best of one. Take the 7. So we essentially need to Ascanta into another removal spell that's cheap enough to where we can play Eldritch Reborn and Contempt in the same turn. And we still only have 2 black mana. Oh no, we have 3. Okay. So we need Ritual of Soot. I don't think there's any other way we can win, so I don't think it's worth contempting here. So let's go to my turn. There's the ritual. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Right? We're on the comeback trail. And next turn he just slams another tyrant. We've cast it. Your tyrant's getting sacrificed. Excellent. Alright. We don't have mana to counter anything, which is very unfortunate. So, if he has a way to just pick it up this turn, we're kind of completely boned. So he plays the land and plays the Find Finality and just picks it right back up and plays it. He has the exact mana to do that if he plays the land. Then we're pretty screwed. Unless we can find the other Eldritch Reborn this turn. Alright, does he have the land? Alright, he doesn't have the land. But, I mean, it's not like we can counter the other card. So we have Contempt to deal with those. Okay. Discard a card. Discards a Chupacabra they just picked up. Okay. So what's the play here? Ascanta? There's Teferi. I mean, Teferi can help for now. Let's see.
This isn't a fight.
We need him to untap at least 2 lands. Or we can put one of his guys back, but I think I'd rather untap and just remove it. Get a card deeper in our deck.
That thought.
Okay, we need black mana. So this one. And guess we'll do the Ascanta. Don't think it really matters. He might look to Veraska this turn instead of the Carnage Tyrant, which would be really good for us. Also, if he double attacks Teferi, that's pretty good. He doesn't. Okay. So I think he's playing it right. Go up to 6, go down to 3. We can Notion Rain, but it's going to be real desperation to Notion Rain. And we get a creature back, so we can Chupacabra the other Explorer. So there's Carnage Tyrant. I think we have to Chupacabra just so we can set up. Alright, so we can't tuck it. What can we actually do here? I mean, we're gonna draw no matter what. So let's draw. There's Cast Down. We can do 1 Notion Rain and we can do Escanta. So let's Escanta first. 1, 2, 3. Thought Seizure doesn't help. None of these cards actually help. Well, I guess Gain in Life is the most helpful. Or maybe Thought Erasure to get rid of that. Let's see. 5. So we take 5 Trample. So we probably need the Moment of Craving. It doesn't really help us here. If we play Notion Rain, can we actually play the other card? Yeah. Okay. Dumpster, dumpster. Oh, we found it. And we can untap 2 lands, so we should be able to counter his Verascas. Just like we drew it up. And he just slams another one. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can beat Carnage Tyrant control. Another Teferi. So he discarded his Verascas. What can we do? I don't know what's left in my deck. We essentially need to play enough blockers. We don't have creatures in our deck. So I guess we'll draw a card to start.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I actually don't know if we have any outs anymore. We can Escanta again. Sure. We can gain 2 life. It's not enough to really do anything. We can, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. I don't know if I have a third Eldritch Reborn in my deck. I don't think I do. But let's go for it, I guess. Let's make sure we tap all this right. Black, blue. Moment of Craving, this guy. Blue. White. Black. Okay, those aren't it. Alright. We only had 6 cards that weren't revealed, so I'm not sure if we have the third one in our deck. Let's see. Nope, nope. Alright. I don't think it was there. Carnage Tyrant, mid-range deck. Curse you. Him drawing the second Carnage Tyrant the turn after I deal with the other one is just incredible luck, or terrible luck on my side. Well, we almost broke even, but that's fine. So yeah, let's check out the deck. Yeah, we only had 2, so we had no other ways out of that. Yeah, oof. It is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for our games tonight. I think we'll hopefully be able to finish one of these other decks soon and play something else. We'll try to find some other lists that we want to play. What list is this? Oh, this is a Nexus of Fate version. think I tried it before, but we got kind of stomped by aggro. I think the deck's good. I don't know if it's as good as the Chromium version, but I think this deck really excels against aggro. Decks that don't play Carnage Tyrant main deck, or multiple copies main deck. So yeah, they're very similar in builds. I almost like this one more. I've had a lot of good situations with Treasure Map. I always like the hand destruction. Price of Fame I never actually got to cast. So it could be another Eldritch Reborn at this point. I don't know. There's a blue-black Teferi Karn deck. Or not Teferi Karn. Tezzeret Karn deck that I kind of want to try out. That focuses on a bunch of artifacts. And treasure maps and whatnot. And I think it'd be really fun to play. So I don't know if I'm close to the deck, but if I'm close enough, then we'll be playing that soon. And there's another Arclight Phoenix list I want to play. It's actually got a black splash in it. And it's going to run 4 Drown Secrets. And you mill yourself as you play spells. And you put stuff in the graveyard that allows you to mission briefing, jumpstart. This is just more of the same. Milling, jumpstarting the cards. Beacon Bolt, Creeping Chill. When it gets milled, you drain life. So I think it could be an interesting build. I'm not sold on it, but something I want to try out. We got the rares to craft it, so we might do that tomorrow. But I think we're missing some mythics for like almost every deck. But anyway,